heard you're getting married on a Friday.
Yeah.
Which is even more bizarre.
No, it's not bizarre. It's just the place we wanted to get married. These places like book up
But what
2
about-
years in advance
but
now. It's
people work
absurd.
on a Friday.
Yeah, but people around here don't.
So they have to get there. But what about the rest of your guests? They don't work?
I don't know. I guess they're taking the day off.
That is hard.
What do you want me to say?
You're going to get married on a Friday,
Yeah.
3 hours from Manhattan. Mm-hmm. And the people, your loved ones, forget us.
Yeah.
Your loved ones.
They're willing to make that sacrifice.
It's not a sacrifice. Some people can't get off from work, genius.
So I guess they can't come. So far, it hasn't
You
been
mean
an
in
issue.
Saratoga? That's the only place that's available? You have to get married there?
Talk
In
to
all
my
of
girl,
fucking
dude.
New York? And
It's not me.
Your girlfriend really wanted to go there? Is she from there?
Well, she's like from even further upstate, so it was kind of a
It
middle
was a
ground.
middle ground.
Yeah.
someone told me you're dyeing your sideburns now?
Yeah.
What's going on with that? You have gray hair?
No, I don't have gray hair.
Why
I just
are you
couldn't grow
dying?
very good sideburns, so I said, I tried putting some. I took the Ronnie approach. It's not
You
that
get
good
married
for
on a Friday.
Yeah.
What time?
like 6:30, 6 o'clock.
All right, so 6 o'clock. So let's say a guy's got a 9 to 5 job. How the
Right.
hell's he going to get there?
He'll have to take a half day.
Have to take a half. Like people can just
They
decide
don't have
that.
to do anything. They don't have to
No, but
come.
people
I don't
who-
really care, to be honest with you.
That's nice.
If you don't care, then why is anyone going?
I don't know. Good question.
You wouldn't go if it was you.
Probably not.
I gotta say, have I sent you a gift yet?
No.
All right, I'll send it to you.
That's all right.
What do you want? How much?
I don't know.
What do I have to send?
What would be good?
What'd you give Bubba?
I'll give you the same then. That was heavy cash
No, you
donation.
don't have to do that.
I'll
Whatever.
give it to you.
It's all good.
I know what I'm going to
I'll give you 1,500. You happy with that?
That's
Wow.
fine.
All right.
That's more than
That's
generous.
unbelievable.
Fuck off my back.
Yes, sir.
I know what I'm going to give Will, and I like Will a lot. I think I'm gonna give him at least the same I gave.
What are you going to give Robin?
Probably in the ballpark.
Yeah. You don't have to
sweet,
go
I
as
like Will.
No one expects you to
Thank
go as
you.
high as me, so you can always get about
I'm going to
500
do
cheaper.
do more than you.
You can. I
Yeah,
don't
try
care.
and one
beat
up
you
each other.
this time.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Now I'm giving more than Robin.
I'm trying to help you out, Will.
Thank you. I appreciate
I wish
that.
I had my checkbook here. I just write it right
Start
now.
a competition.
Did you send me a card or something?
I got your invite on
Yeah.
my desk.
You haven't responded yet.
Yeah, forgive me, and that's wrong, and I will do it.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
I have to respond.
I'm bad
Gary,
with
write
that
me a
stuff.
note to send Will a check.
Okay.
And then make sure I give Jason the same thing. Do I have to give Jason
Can
the
you
same
give me
thing?
more, please?
Why?
I don't know. It'd just be funny. It would,
No,
kill,
it's
it would kill Jason.
When is Jason getting married?
November.
Oh, all right.
He hasn't given out his.
No, not yet. He's not quite there yet.
Did he send save the date cards?
Did you hear about Jason?
No.
He said this is okay to talk about it.
What?
He took out a $15,000 loan to pay for his wedding.
An asshole.
What?
So he's starting out in the hole, man. You can't do that
So
shit.
dumb.
It's like, wow.
Why do people do that?
I don't know.
Have a cheaper
dude,
wedding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who cares how fancy the wedding is?
Don't even have a wedding.
That's what I said.
If you got to take out a loan for a wedding,
And
don't
the
have a
interest
wedding.
rate is ridiculous.
Can I say something?
It's a loan shark.
That's
almost.
$15,000 he could put toward a down payment on a house.
Howard, guess what the interest rate is on that loan?
Wow.
I'm going to say
18.
18%.
You're right. You're at 17 and change.
Right.
My God.
That's foolish, young man.
I know a Shylock down the port give you less.
Holy crap. I know. I plan to pay it all back.
Why
with
don't you
the-
guys have a double wedding? That way it would cost less.
Will
That would
doesn't
be
want anything to do
cool.
with me.
That would be cool.
No, I mean, listen. I had to come up with money somehow. It's
What is
my
it, doesn't
fault.
the girl's parents pay for the wedding?
No. He's paying. Everyone's chipping in, but no. Her
The girl's
father's a
parents-
great guy, but
What does he do for a living?
he's retired now.
What did he do?
He worked at IBM but not
IBM, he probably made a good living.
No. He was he worked in the factory. Great guy, but
Stock
he's not exactly
options?
loaded.
No
loading
stock
dock.
options?
You know what? He could come up with the money.
Oh, great! I
could.
talked to him. The money we got from him is very generous, but that was pulling teeth.
How much did he give you?
15.
He gave you 15 grand, so why can't you have a wedding on that?
How much is your wedding going to cost?
Oh, you don't even want to fucking know.
What do you
don't
think
even
it's
want to
all-
know.
Yes, we do.
Can I say something? I
What?
want to give you the best advice you ever got.
What?
Don't have a wedding.
It's out of my hand, dude. If this was
No,
up to
no,
me,
no.
Don't get
It
married.
is
there'd
up
be
to
no
you.
wedding.
If you're taking out a loan, then it's up to you.
Well, it's either take out a loan or go to jail. Like, I mean, this wedding was planned around me, and
dude.
I tried to keep stuff down.
Dude,
There's no shrimp at the wedding.
can I say something?
What?
Don't do this.
But already,
It's done.
this
Start out
is
a marriage in the hole that way. $15,000.
I'm hoping the money I get, it's gifts, will pay that off, and then I won't be in the hole anymore.
And then you'll have no money to start
Then
a
I won't.
marriage.
Listen, I said at the onset of all this, I'm like, let's take all the money everyone's offering us, the 15 from her
Right.
dad, whatever. I go and let's go buy a house. This was my
Right.
plan.
That's what you
And we
should
get
do.
married at
Way
City Hall.
smart.
And you know what? I was laughed out of the room. No one takes me seriously. And
But Jason,
why,
these
are you
are the
marrying?
kind
Why are
of-
you marrying a woman who doesn't take you seriously?
she takes me seriously. But this
You
wedding
just said,
thing,
you said no one takes me seriously.
no one took me seriously when it came to the wedding. Everyone thinks I'm an asshole for not wanting to have a big wedding.
Where's you going to find someone to take
Who's
them
everyone?
serious?
Give me the names.
Well,
Your mother?
My
How much
mother
did your
and
mother chip in?
15.
She chipped him 15. So now you got $30,000, and that's not enough for this wedding.
You got more than that.
That covers the catering hall. Yeah.
Really? What are you guys? Where are you getting
Nothing.
married?
It's nothing. We're getting married in Hackensack or Hackettstown. I mean, it's not like we're going anywhere fucking fancy or doing
No,
anything
it's pretty
ultra
fancy.
fancy.
You're talking about $45,000 now.
Well, you're paying close to that.
No, I'm not. Not even close to that.
Well, mine's not 3 hours away.
Can I tell you something?
With traffic it is.
That's a real dumb thing you're doing.
But
to
this
start
is the
out,
way they're making decisions already. He gets ignored.
Well, no, it's just
Get ready, sweetie.
Did you get bamboozled into doing this?
no, not bamboozled, but things start slow. I said, let's have a small
wedding
wedding,
is
and
such a
everyone.
waste of time. It really is.
You're preaching to the choir over here, man. I,
mean, it's
don't
all
want a big
fraud.
wedding.
You know what? I've been through a wedding.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it.
It's a fucking way. I didn't want video. I didn't want photography.
Right.
Yeah, bring a
But
digital.
that's
I
what
have
you
a
do
camera.
it
I'm a
for.
photographer. I can bring a camera and take pictures.
Right.
But everyone's fucking insane. Everyone tells me there's a certain way you have to do something,
And
and,
why
a certain way
can't
you
you
have
be
to
a
be.
man and grow up for once and say, listen, this is the way you should talk to your mother when she
Right.
starts giving you horse shit. Say, listen, I love you all. You're nice people and your heart's in the right place. But let me explain to you my life the way I want to live it.
Like you
Yeah,
talk
but you
to
know
your
what,
mother.
Howard?
And then you say
That's such bullshit
and then
because
you say no, it's not.
Yeah, it is
and then you
bullshit,
say,
man. You do stuff for Beth. What you dreamed of
No.
having Mark Consuelos marry you and have two different weddings?
We think it's hysterical together.
But
Oh,
wait a
come
minute, you
on,
don't
man.
talk
We
to
do.
your
I'm not
mother
doing
like
something.
this.
If I didn't like Mark Consuelos, I wouldn't do it.
You like them, but you got talked into it.
No,
Come
I didn't.
on.
Not at all.
All right.
Honestly, I'm telling you the truth.
All right. You
I
wanted
didn't get
it.
talked into anything. And let me tell you something.
What?
I can afford to have my friends for dinner.
Right.
Sure.
You're at a different point in life.
Tell
But
me
you
about
don't
it.
When I
talk
got
to
married
your
the first
mother
time-
like that.
When I'm going to tell you a story in a minute.
All right.
When I got married the first time, I didn't pay a dime, and I'll tell you, I didn't have a dime. I made less money than you. I mean, what you make is a fortune compared to what I had when I got married.
Yeah, but it's a
And the
different
fact
time.
it's a different
No,
time.
but, and you were younger when you got
That's
married.
right.
Yeah.
I got married. I didn't have any debt from my marriage. If I would have been 1 penny in debt, I wouldn't have gotten married at a big wedding. I guess my father-in-law paid for it. He even paid for the hotel that we stayed in. I had no money.
Right. Well,
And
I am
you
gonna,
don't live above your means.
You're 100% right, and I got to take blame for this because
Of course.
a year ago, you start
Who
planning.
were the people that told
No,
you?
I'm not going to blame other people. You know why? Because whatever you're right, and it doesn't
and
matter
I'm
what
gonna
other
tell you
people
something.
say.
My mother and father, without getting into too many details, as recently as a couple of weeks ago, called up to say something about my wedding. And I did a very loving thing. I sat them down and I said to them, here are my thoughts on my wedding. And I'm going to include you in my thoughts so you understand how my life is going and what's going on. And I explained it to them. And afterwards they said, thank you for explaining it to us. Now we understand. That's a loving way to do it. Now,
Yeah, but at
You're coming
Jason's
from-
age, you
yeah.
were being railroaded by your mother.
no.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
I remember you ripping an earring out of your ear.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen to me.
you're in a different
Because you
place
were
in
Listen
life,
to
trying
me.
to
man.
go see your mother.
I would never live in debt in something my mother wanted me to do. If my mother said to me, it would be a good idea for you to be $15,000 in debt and pay 18% interest, I would not go along with it.
But she didn't tell me to take out the loan. It's my fault.
It's not being insensitive, by the way.
No, I
You're
know.
not being insensitive.
I don't think it's being insensitive.
How come you can't have a nice wedding on $30,000?
Excuse me. He shouldn't even have a wedding. What do you think of that? The guy's he doesn't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah, but
Take
at
the
least,
30 grand
at
and
least
buy
he
a
wouldn't
house.
be in debt at $30,000.
Put it
15,
toward a
15.
mortgage.
Look, I'm with you, and I take blame. Bottom line is, you start planning this a year ago, and it's my fault. I'm bad with money. You don't have to put all this money up front. Everything
Well,
comes later.
now
and
let's change.
Right. So, and I, and
No
I did.
photographer.
Please.
No, you gotta have a photographer.
When is your
You're
wedding?
doing
Give me
this.
the date. I'll take the pictures.
November 8th.
You'll
All right. I'm going to come. I decided I'm coming to your wedding. And
Awesome.
I'll be the photographer.
Awesome. I love it.
And I'll tell you what. I've seen professional photographers. I am every bit as talented professional. There's no such thing as professional photography.
I agree with you. I think
give
pictures
anyone
here.
a camera. If they unless they're kakayani, they should be able to take a picture.
I agree with
Agreed.
This whole
100%.
concept. I got to tell you something. I've seen Beth, who's a professional model, get photographed by some of the quote unquote big names in photography. If I tell you I take a better picture of the woman than they do, it's the truth.
I believe
It's
it.
a racket. You know what a racket is?
A scam.
A scam, right? That's exactly right. Now
It's
you're
a
learning.
sham. It's a travesty of a sham.
honestly,
Two
Howard-
mockeries of a sham.
It's a racket. This photography, and I'm telling you, I've taken pictures. Every magazine has taken pictures of me, and I see it's a racket. There's one woman I know who's better than all of them. Other than that, they're all the same.
Who's that?
Her name is. She used to be married to someone from Bachman Turner Overdrive or something. I don't know what's her
She-
name. There's a woman who actually can make me look good. But it's
Ralph?
rare. It's a rare. No, shut up. I'm giving you advice. Don't you want to make sure? All right, I'm done. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't want to be the photographer.
No. I mean,
Forget it, Ralph. All right, you
Listen,
done?
you know what?
All right, go have a wedding and be $15,000.
You know what, Howard, you're right. You're giving me.
I had enough.
To me, it's like the other night when.
No. I'm done, Artie. Please stop.
I just
All right,
wanna-
Chase.
it's not
stop.
about the
dude,
wedding.
jeez.
Got a loan for $1,500.
He's being
I'd have said
dopey.
that was okay.
Sorry, dude.
No,
$15,000?
I'm trying to have a real conversation with
I
you. I'm
am too,
concerned
man.
about you, and then you go, "Who's it, Ralph? Who's it?" I'm trying to be real with you.
Let me help you.
I'm listening to you.
No, you're not. You're not.
Okay, I'm not
to me.
listening to you.
You're making a mockery.
You have got to get on this right away. No photographers, no videographers.
This kid still has student loans he's paying off from
Yeah.
college.
How much you in the hole for on that?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's 34,000.
Oh my God!
Why'd you go to
Student loans.
college, dude? You're typing.
I learned to type in high school. Things just listen. I blame myself.
Jason,
Things got out
you're
of
a
control.
man. How old are you now? You're no kid.
29. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
a
you're
kid.
29.
Yeah.
All right. You gotta sit down with your new wife, and you gotta say, "Listen, we got to use our heads here." I'm 34 in the hole from my college. God knows what debt she's carrying. This broad's probably got
She's
a
probably
student loan
indebted,
too.
yeah.
No.
Sounds
she's-
like
she
she's
doesn't have
got a
debt.
couple
She
of-
doesn't make any money.
What about the
What
money
does
for
she do for a
therapy?
living?
She's a nursery school teacher.
Nursery school teacher. That's some occupation.
Telling me.
Sweet. What are you talking about?
Sweet.
Very sweet.
You make 10 grand a year.
Randy St. Nicholas is the photographer
Oh, okay.
that I was thinking of. She's actually very good. But here's the thing. You got to sit down with this woman and say, "Listen, never mind my mother, and never mind your father, and never mind anyone else. We don't have any money. We're about to go another 15 in the hole on 18% interest. Yeah, that interest racks up so quick.
I know.
You wouldn't even believe it.
I did the math. I know what I'm in for.
Okay. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. The nonsense has got to stop. You getting married is not that big a deal,
Agreed.
honestly. There's nobody here who even thinks it's a big deal. In fact, nobody even remembers you having a wedding. Cancel the wedding right now. And sell it to a couple that can afford it.
I just don't know.
Whatever your plans are, someone can jump in and get married.
Like to me, it's like, and this isn't even about what you're talking about, but it's along the lines. It's like the other day at Caroline's, Miss Howard Stern came, and she brought a hot friend, and I'm sitting there going, "Wow, this chick, I might have a shot with her." And lately, I've been getting laid a lot on the road with chicks way out of
Okay.
my league, and I'm thinking
Right.
maybe I have a shot with this chick, maybe I don't, but. It's only because I make some money and I'm more famous.
Of course.
And I'm thinking, it made me think of Will especially, but Jason too. They're young kids. I'm like, these guys could be like Will. All these chicks love him when they. Why he should be fucking every hot chick that comes
Look,
through here.
I commend him. He
felt
found
bad.
love.
Yeah, but
He's
I
given
mean,
it a shot.
No.
Will it work? Probably not.
he might resent her for missing out on
Right.
that.
Well, he's a young man, and you're right. He has a
He
lot
never
of pussy.
took advantage of anything.
There's a lot of
did he?
pussy options. Maybe he's one of these sexless guys. I don't know. But listen,
I don't think so.
don't
But
think so either.
Jason's a guy like me. It'd be a little tougher, but he works on the Stern.
look.
I mean, he works on the Stern show. They should
Artie,
be fucking.
You could say the same thing about me. I've been with the same woman 8 years. I could get a
But
lot
you
of
did a little
You
play.
went
a little, but
You-
believe me, there was a lot more that could have been done.
You
I
could be
know.
doing it right now.
I could be doing it
But
today.
they didn't have that. Even that.
Right. But listen, fine. I'm not arguing. You want to be committed. You want to get married. Great. Will, as far as I know, isn't going into debt. Somebody's picking
No.
up the tab on that cockamamie wedding up
Yes,
there
sir.
on Friday.
He's just going.
Yes, I'm attending.
You, on the other hand, are condoning going into debt. And
You're
you're the
right.
man. This nursery school teacher isn't making a penny.
Not
I
a
don't know her
penny.
name. What is her name?
Janice.
Janice. The
I know
nursery
what
school
teachers
teacher.
make. They don't make.
No, and this
a
isn't
penny.
even regular teacher.
not
This
real
is
school,
this is
yeah.
a private
Yeah,
nursery
this, is
school.
Bullshit.
this is called bullshit.
She pays to work there.
Yeah.
This is,
With gas prices now, she pays to work there.
Yeah, nursery school is actually probably harmful. Who even knows? So here's the thing.
Outlawed in a few years.
Dana was working
it's
at a
probably a very, very
She's
detrimental
probably,
thing.
probably a wonderful girl.
Nursery
who's
school
doing
is
a
another.
wonderful
She
it's
is a
another
wonderful
place where
girl.
parents who can't
You
stay home with their
stash your
kids. You
kids when
stash
you
your
have to go
kids
to
for a
work.
couple.
But
of
you talk about Dana was working at a school in the ghetto in an area so bad that Dana got off on the day of the Crips and the Bloods initiation.
Wow,
Because
that's a holiday.
Right, and you know what she got? She was a social worker. She'd come home. Beth actually helped her one time. Dana, when they were out to dinner, Dana told her about a student who came to school with no shoes, and Beth bought the kids shoes, and it was the nicest thing. And Dana would save lives every day. She got paid about $27,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So-
It's crazy.
Listen to me. And believe me, $27,000 to this girl would be, but she probably makes less. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
Okay.
Jason would say she could chip in on the wedding at that.
And
27
it'd
would be
for,
fine.
Be cheaper for her not to work at this
Right.
point.
So the fact of the matter is, what was her background? Does she have an education?
Yeah. No, Rutgers grad.
Rutgers?
Rutgers?
And she and that's it?
That's what she loves to do, man. I mean, what can I say? She
Listen,
loves
you know
it.
what?
She
I love
loves
playing
it.
chess, but I got to make a living.
Was she friends with any of those
You know.
nappy head broads on the basketball team?
I've got to play. Listen, I could play chess all day, but I need to make a living, and so does she. And it's time to sit down with her and say, "Look, we know
You got to get a
that-
job you don't like.
it's
that
fun to-
conversation-
babysitting. Listen. She can make more money babysitting.
You're telling me she plays the cello? She's classically trained.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
think
God!
give
a bunch
lessons
of
on the
things-
weekend.
Right.
A bunch of
Make
things
some
that
extra
don't make
cash.
money. She
No one
does,
works.
yeah.
If things are tight, which is what you're explaining to me.
Very tight.
Aside from your shirt being tight as well. But the fact of the matter is, the money's going in food. I
See,
think.
now you're making jokes.
No, but I'm trying to be
No, he's
serious.
God, I wish
Can
I
you-
could smoke.
Can you cancel parts of the wedding now?
Parts of it?
No, it's well, the only thing I can do.
What are you going to cancel
What can
parts?
you
The
do?
only thing now that's flexible to do is to scale back on
How about
the
no
flowers, the food, and the cake.
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's take those
Why
one at a
not?
time.
Okay.
Flowers. I
Not
shouldn't see a
necessary.
flower. at this
Zero,
wedding.
right?
Right, zero.
Now, what else could you scale back on?
The food, we didn't go over the menu yet, so we
And
could
that-
scale back on the food.
And what about the bar? Give everyone a bag of cookies.
Dude, his mom is gonna
nothing.
flip her shit. There's
Flip
no
her
way.
shit and let her fucking pony up.
And what
She's
is the
not in
other
debt.
stuff?
She's gonna
I don't know, the
flip her
cake.
shit.
Cake.
Cake.
Yeah, the cake.
Go
Look at
Carvel. you want to know the best dessert there is?
Cookie
Ice
puss.
cream.
Carvel makes a flying saucer that is so delicious.
I agree
and any
with you.
asshole who says it isn't the most delicious dessert is just arrogant.
An asshole.
And a snob.
And you don't need any more than that.
There's chocolate flying saucers and vanilla and Dixie cups.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
And I'm not making a joke. It is the best dessert. If you went to a fancy restaurant, they didn't tell you it was Carvel.
You wouldn't know.
I swear to God, you would think, "Oh my God, the chef here is
that
unbelievable."
true?
Peanut
I've never
M&Ms.
had,
Put peanut
flying
M&Ms in the
saucer.
Can I tell
refrigerator
you
for about an
How about
hour.
Italian ices?
Can I tell you about the biggest
Delicious.
money waster
Italian
that I am?
ices.
I'm fighting against. You know, I'm going to say it right now, and I'm going to say it off the air because I'm fighting against this money because
$15,000 on an 18%.
we are now
interest.
playing.
That's over $2,000 a month
Yeah.
in
When
interest
could've gone
only.
when does the
toward-
loan
could have gone
start?
toward $2,000 a month toward a mortgage.
Yeah.
This guy could own a piece of property.
When did
What
you
the fuck
when
is
did you
wrong
take
with
the
you?
loan out? Is the loan
it's like
outstanding
2
now?
No, 2 weeks ago.
Jason.
2 weeks
Oh.
ago.
Get your life in order.
You're right.
This is insane.
We're spending money to come up with little itty bitty favors to put on everyone's plate. At the
Favors.
table.
I'm going to do you a favor.
I want to just
Wait,
kill
you want
somebody.
a favor? You
Yeah.
want a favor? Here's
Yeah.
a favor. Wedding off. There's
to
the best
Vegas.
favor you could ever have.
I'll
Go
pay
to
for you to
Vegas
go
on
to
a
Vegas.
I
wedding.
do have one suggestion.
Go ahead.
Is your girlfriend attractive?
Yes.
Course.
Internet porn.
Oh, stop it. Now, you see, that's a joke.
That's
I
not.
know.
No, that's not a joke.
Oh,
it's like
stop
it's
it.
more
Go
money
ahead.
than she's going to
Go
make.
ahead.
Bottom line is,
Jason.
Howard is right. I have to take. There's no one else but me who has to take control of the situation.
Right.
Take control of the money being spent and say enough's enough. The buck stops
There is
here.
no way
There's nothing
you
else to
sh-
say
there's
about
no
it.
way you should be taking out a $15,000
Right.
loan.
Well,
But
I
you're
just,
powerless. I hear you with your mom. I'm the same way. You're powerless. These broads, they gang up. And they're
Are you having
evil.
an open bar?
They're different
Yes.
from us.
You
you
having
have to,
an-
dude. I'm not going to throw. I'd rather have nothing else but the open bar. You can't invite
All right,
people out
listen
and
to
not
me.
have free
Let me
drinks.
tell you something.
What?
You don't have the money for this. That's you know what I'm going to tell you something
But I cut
about how
out
people
everything
live.
before
I'm going
the
to tell you
bar.
in America why there's trouble. There are people who buy homes, they don't have the money,
Right.
and then they whine because oh my God, I don't have the money, and then the banks are all freaking out. Everyone is fucking
Yeah,
freaking
but how
out.
do the banks approve that? They're
Right.
supposed
That's
to be
another.
experts.
That's another
Scams.
story. They're looking just to sign up anybody. They're looking for bodies, and it's same with you. You can't be doing this, and you can't be taking $30,000 that your in-laws and your mother are willing to put up,
And then adding to it with a loan.
and that I mean, that's just insane.
30,000 was enough.
Why don't you have a small dinner party? You, your parents, and her parents. Call it a day. Take the $30,000. And you're going to spend $2,000 a month in interest. You're not even paying off the principal.
No, it's
Wow.
It's no, I
30 grand, 45 grand on 4 hours of your life.
I have a question for Jason. How much is this wedding supposed to cost? Because I went on the internet and it says
Zero.
U.S. couples should spend between $14,000 and $43,000.
it's going to cost about 35 when all said and done. I think 35 to 40.
So between
why are
the
you
15
taking
and
up
50, why are you taking the
$15,000?
loan out?
just for anything extra that might come up, and whatever I don't spend from that loan is going
There's
right
a-
back to paying
but
all
there-
the
but
loan.
there's
And
a-
a honeymoon, you said, right?
On a honeymoon, yeah.
But there's a thing called a budget. Don't exceed
Honeymoon.
the budget.
Well, the
Let me
bud-
tell you about honeymoon.
the budget was 40,000.
Honey,
Honeymoon is a big mistake. You're making an error, and I'll tell you why.
Go down to
Okay.
Keensburg. It's beautiful.
Where are you going on your honeymoon?
Jamaica.
Listen to me. First of all, you in a bathing suit, she's going to run to the fucking hills. Secondly,
Do you want to have your hair beaded, honey?
I gotta be honest with you. Even if you took a trip to Bahamas and you said, "Look, we'll have a dinner with our parents. We'll announce that we're married. We'll go down to City Hall, get married, and then we go to okay. You want to go somewhere romantic? I get that. Okay.
Right.
You want to have a celebration? You got married. You're a young guy. That's okay. But when you start putting yourself in the hole to the tune that you are, and you could have had money, and the parents are putting up $15,000 a piece, you could have a great start in life. You could maybe invest a little of it.
I couldn't agree with you more. I'm serious. I'm just asking you this
Well, put
question.
your fucking foot down.
well, how
but
did you
hold
get
on a second. 'Cause
roped
let me
into
ask you a
this?
serious question. I'm being serious here. When you started planning your wedding originally, did it start
Talking
small?
about my first wedding or my
Either
second?
wedding, first
Okay.
wedding or this wedding. And I know you're in a much
I
different
told you,
position
the
in life.
first wedding, I didn't pay a dime. I didn't have a dime.
So this way, did it start small, and then the longer you go on, it got bigger and bigger and bigger?
Listen, I'm in a different.
I
now
know
I'm
you are,
planning
but-
a wedding. I'm in a different situation.
I
than
know,
you are.
I know that, but it just happens.
I'm
It seems to me. and
I'm at
it's-
an older point in my life. You know, I got some money. I can afford to take my friends to dinner, and it's not going to affect me. I don't have to take out a loan.
He's probably ruining the marriage market right now because there were planners out there who were thinking they were going to make a big killing because he's not paying much for his wedding.
What is this note I've been handed? Jason hired a musician to play acoustic guitar at his wedding.
no,
How much did that cost?
$100.
$100.
The guy I knew from New.
Cut him.
It's too much.
I'm serious.
I'm
Well, no. It's hold on a second. No.
You know Fred? Fred will play.
How, is there limos?
no limos.
No
Invite
limos.
no
Fred and
limos.
give him a guitar.
And why did you when you went
Or
to
Scott's son,
when you went to
$20.
when you went to Amsterdam for your
Right.
bachelor party? What did that cost?
That I paid for myself. No loans.
That was
over
stupid.
$2,000.
Oh,
Jesus.
how you know what that was?
that was a press.
Yeah, you know what, Jason? I was over
I'll
there
tell you
with
what,
you,
there was
and
a
you
sec-
weren't having that much fun.
Yes, I was,
I
dude.
Mean, I
Oh,
don't know.
fuck.
You
No
were
way.
baked the whole time. You didn't see Amsterdam. You were baked
I
inside
saw
of a
Amsterdam.
bar. You were baked inside of a bar that looked like it could have been in Hoboken. You were just baked the
That's
whole
where
time.
we met you.
You
I
should
was,
have bought a bag of pot here in the United States.
I mean, yeah.
and not
Said
even
it was
done
saying
that.
When he goes to Jamaica, he's not even going to leave the hotel room.
Right.
You could do that at home.
You don't
That's
like the
for
sun.
abroad. I
No, I
saw
don't.
more Amsterdam than you did.
Do you like the sun? Then why are you going to Jamaica?
oh no. The Jamaica will be cool. I'm not going to go on the beach, but they have the pool and the
Oh.
hotel room. I'm not a beach
There's
person.
no pools around
All
here.
right,
Yeah,
all
there's
right, I'm going to
pools.
say something.
What?
You're not doing things right. Your life's out of control, and you're making big mistakes right from the beginning.
This is an
and
intervention.
that isn't smart. And you got to really now you're going to start a family, I guess. You got to start thinking.
You're right.
You know, this is crazy what you're doing. Will's getting married ain't costing him anything. That's different. All right, he's got somebody paying the tab. He's lucky. So was I. Somebody, my father-in-law picked up the tab. My parents, I don't know, they gave us a gift, cash, and then that was it. And I got to start in life. What you're doing is talking about being in the hole. And I'll tell you, this is the psychology of a lot of people out there who spend and lived above their means.
Well, you know what? In New York, there's such pressure to throw this fantastic, fabulous party anymore because everybody's into it. But in the rest of the world, people go to a fire hall and they make the decorations. They don't get into all this.
It's my
My future brother-in-law, Doug Ostrowski, got married a year ago to this beautiful girl, Amy. And Doug's got a good job. He's got a good job. I think he makes 6 figures. I'm guessing. I don't know what he makes. And his wife has a job, some internet something. I don't know. They tell me over and over again what they do. I don't even know what they do.
Can't figure it out.
I can't figure it out. There's a web page. I don't know what they do.
Quite frankly, Howard
And,
wouldn't know Doug if you walked in the room.
No, I know Doug, and I love this kid. He's a good guy. I'll tell you, he's a smart guy. He says, can I come out and see you guys? I'm going to get married at your house. This was last summer. I said, sure. What are you talking about? He goes, just me and my wife. I'm going to invite my brother. That's it. So what about your parents? No. What about your aunt? No. He says, I just want to be married. I'm not going to go to any expense. I don't have the money. I got a lot of costs. And you could kiss this kid because he's smart. He's not a dope. Now, you happen to be smart. I see how you
You're
function.
very smart.
But something's going wrong in your personal life. Your personal life is a 2. Your professional life is annoying.
Well, I got to tell you.
Hey, listen, wow, nice of Howard, by the way.
Yeah.
To
You
waste
could
my
get
time.
married at Howard's house? Is that what you're saying?
No.
No, but you know what? Can I say something? Pretty good deal. Thank you.
Absolutely not. But he should get married at his parents' house. If your mother wants a wedding so bad, go to your parents' house. Or say to your parents, listen, you want a wedding so bad? Then pay for the whole fucking thing.
Can I say something? Thank you, number 1,
Yeah.
for your advice. And 2, I wish to God you were my parent at the time I was getting married.
course.
Who instead of my parents going, let's do this, I wish you had sat me down and said, you know what? I know you can't afford this, so don't do it.
I would have said, as your parent,
Right.
I've got, if I do have 15,000, I'd rather you take the 15,000 and form a life.
I would.
That's a tremendous amount of money.
And here's the other thing. He's inviting every single person that works here
No, that's not
to the
true.
wedding.
That's
Pretty
I
much,
want
dude.
everyone not
Cut
to
him
go.
off.
No, they're going to be gifts. Don't tell people not to.
Fuck a wedding. Fuck. Who do you think in this room doesn't wish Howard was their parent?
Well, no, just for that advice. Like, no, we go to my parents' house to sit down and talk about the wedding, and all I hear about is you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to buy this, you got to do this. No one sat me down and said, "Don't be stupid."
But why do you need to still be sat down?
They're all
No, you're
broads.
right. You're.
Why
I
do
should
you
take
feel that you should appease all those people?
I should take the blame, and I do. What I'm saying is, though, I was sitting in the room where people keep telling me you got to. I wish there was somebody else in the room, like a Howard,
But
to say you're being
in
stupid.
Would
the
you be
room.
Howard?
I know.
You're
I
in the
got.
room.
I know.
You're a
I know.
smart
And you're going to
guy.
be stuck with the bill.
I know.
Being Howard is overshooting. Try to be Benji.
You're getting bamboozled into a lifestyle you don't have.
You know what? The other.
And I'm
just
glad your
before-
mom wants to have a nice party, and that's wonderful. But
She don't even
you know
like
what?
Look at this, Howard. You know, Jason's sitting there with no funds, letting people run up this bill for him.
Yep.
Just before we got back to work this week, they announced that Selma Hayek's wedding is off and her engagement is off. She was marrying a billionaire.
Right.
And they were saying she was going to have the most extravagant wedding ever. This billionaire looked at the bills and said, shut it down.
Right.
You know, just nobody around here can deal with money. Like JD's another one. He started working with Artie. He just got a little bit of money. He never
Right.
had any money.
Right.
He's out buying an iPhone every week. He's trying to buy a new computer every week. He
Wait,
just blows his
He
money.
is. He never has an iPhone
It's
on the road
ridiculous.
with me.
What's
What-
going on there?
I got like 2,800 saved in the savings account. All right, calm down.
No, but
Whoa,
let-
whoa, whoa,
talk
whoa,
about all your
whoa,
new
whoa, whoa.
purchases.
What are you buying?
I'm not buying anything.
So let's say you got the money's burning a hole in your
No,
pocket?
it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
you
I
don't-
bought I
how
bought
much
some
did
of
he-
those things for
how
him.
much
The
did he pay?
camera I bought, it's business related.
How much did he pay?
Just bought a new computer, correct?
Laptop.
Listen, okay, I
Why
had.
are you so rushing to get rid of this money?
I'm,
2,800 isn't a lot of money to keep in
well,
the bank.
listen. I'm okay. I had a very nice tax return, and I'm not going broke.
600 from the government or something?
It's trickle down.
You had trickle down?
Trickle down here. See, the breaking plan works.
All right, I heard that you got a PlayStation 3,
Yes.
you bought a new plasma TV, a laptop, and you're always at the strip club.
And get an iPhone.
Well, I'm gonna get an iPhone with a credit card because
Here we go.
You know what? You know
They're
what?
not
but listen,
spending
listen.
You
money.
guys don't
I
know
know.
money.
No, I know what I'm doing. Calm down.
I got to
you
tell
don't.
you something.
No,
You know
you
what?
don't.
I'm glad you
I
said
would
this.
never. I don't even have an iPhone.
I'm glad you said this to me because you know what? JD does work with me, and he does excellent work with me. And I'm thinking about he's going to go to a different level, and I'm going to give him a raise. But I know for a fact him having an iPhone is going to be insanely convenient for me. So I'll buy you the iPhone like I bought you the camera. I'm willing to, because that will help my job a lot if he has an iPhone.
But you see, whatever money you're giving him, it's almost a waste.
No, I'm gonna take him right to the store.
Okay,
I'm gonna take him right to the store and give him right.
Well, good luck. We'll be waiting in line forever.
Right.
But I get
you get $3, and right away you think you're nerdy Warbucks. All right, Dominic Barber, you're on the air.
Can I say one thing now?
Yeah, go ahead.
For a honeymoon,
What?
here's what I'm offering. Shelter Island for a week, indoor-outdoor pool. The Bentley will be left there for him to use.
Huh.
The same bed that you and Beth love.
That's gross.
The consummation bed.
Now, Jason, I'm going to say something. You're lucky.
Wait a minute.
What?
And the boat, I'll have a captain for at least 2 days.
Oh, my
there.
God.
That's the honeymoon. How
Yeah.
cool is
Now
that?
you just saved a fortune. If you tell me you're turning that down,
You're nuts.
Gotta
You're
be
nuts.
Jamaica.
Dominic's offering you his house. I've been to his house. It's really nice.
That is the most generous offer ever. I would feel uncomfortable taking it. I don't know Dominic.
Dude.
I would take it.
I mean, I know him a little
This
bit.
is where I agree with
Here's another thing.
Republicans.
Get married at his house.
Why is he being rewarded for being so irresponsible? for
Don't
his
do it.
money?
It's weird.
No,
It's
no, no.
weird.
Yeah,
Will, don't even kill this, because this guy is irresponsible.
Nah,
but I'm trying to show him a new way.
Howard, you're friendlier than it's weird, Jason. Don't take Dominic.
Dominic, I really.
It's creepy.
No, it'd be my pleasure for him to do
Nah,
that.
it's creepy.
Why is that creepy?
Because he hardly knows you, Dominic. How you and Howard know each other. It's a different story. It's creepy to do that.
I've given things away before. It's a
I
nice
know,
thing
you're
to
very
do.
generous.
Matter
But
of fact, JD, I was wondering what he did with the $500 I gave him.
You gave him 500?
Yeah, JD, where'd you spend that money?
Strip club.
why did he give you $500? Why did you give JD $500?
So nice, and he was so sweet when I went to Atlantic City. I told him to put that money away or buy something, and you went to a strip club.
No, you go to a strip club, dude. Yeah.
goes to the strip
Nobody
club and he's
knows
on
what I
internet
do.
porn.
All right.
Was this at one of my shows?
You
or something?
you went to a strip club. Tell the truth. Tell Dominic what you did with the money.
That was probably the part of the money I bought on PlayStation 3 with
All
or
right, you bought a
something.
PlayStation 3.
Jason, you're
How
more
old are
than
you
welcome,
again?
and I'm
That's
serious.
I'm 28.
You're 28 and you bought a PlayStation 3.
Going on 6.
Jason, what day's the wedding?
November 8th, Dominic.
Listen,
The house will be outrageous then. The fall will be beautiful. The boat guys will still be in the water till you'll have a wonderful time, and it'll be my
Well,
pleasure.
maybe Artie's right.
I've been there. Look, I stayed there
Look, he
overnight
doesn't
at his
need a
Shelter
vacation.
Island house. It is gorgeous, but
That's what
it's
we've done,
creepy.
too.
He doesn't need a
Appreciate
vacation.
it, but
The point is, he doesn't need a vacation.
Right, exactly. Jamie, 2 years ago, you spent your entire tax return at a strip club, right?
okay.
Yeah, okay.
I learned my lesson, all right? And can I say one thing?
How much was that?
$800.
Okay.
Wow.
Whatever.
You gave to a whore.
In one night.
Not a horse.
Well,
Not
no,
even.
I wish it was a whore.
It's a stripper.
Why didn't you give 800 to a whore? At least you would have gotten laid.
Because I was stupid.
I got him laid
I
for
wasn't in
free.
the right scent or what is it? Right side of mind then. That sounded like Sal.
Exactly right. No, you sound like you, unfortunately.
I wasn't in the right mindset.
I'm going to go to work.
Thanks, Dom.
Yeah, what are you going to
Thank
say?
you,
You keep
Dominic.
saying something.
All right, listen to me.
Listen, by
There's
the
a
way,
lot of guys here.
no, I'm doing better. With every check I get from, Artie, I put half in the savings account,
Go
half
ahead.
in the checking.
You do?
Yes.
All right.
And I tell him, I say, listen, you do that, and you got a second job. It should all be saving.
But if you're spending hundreds of dollars at a strip club, you're not saving money.
I'm not.
When you get money, you should be putting it into savings.
I am.
Because let me tell you, my friend, the day will come.
I
where You're
know.
going to need a couple extra bucks. You're not going to have it. And you're going to say, wow, there's some stripper walking around. She's retired.
You don't want that. Oh,
No.
Christ, that's
She's
horrible.
in the Bahamas.
She's in the Bahamas while you're you understand?
Sal can't even feed his kids. He's taking trips to Miami.
Right.
A trip to
There's
Miami.
so many
Sal's
people.
hiding from his friends.
Sal's so far in debt, and then he goes to Miami. I don't get it.
And remember, he wouldn't let the friend drive him. He hid because he didn't want the guy to see that he couldn't afford.
Why was he in
Get to the
Miami?
park.
I thought he went to Disneyland. That's not Miami.
Well, it was Orlando.
Oh.
There's another retard.
The only way these assholes are going to learn is by doing it. I say do it and join the club of misery for the rest of your fucking lives.
Yeah.
You cannot talk them out of it.
Right.
I've been in that situation. Before I got married, I had all my buddies everybody was married. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's going to cost you a fortune. You're just going to throw in the towel. And I thought I was the guy. No, not me. Not me. Well, 12 years later, I'm the big jackass, walking around spending money I don't have.
Sal,
on
you
somebody who
would've
won't
been
shut
anyway.
the hell up in my life. So the only advice I could say is do it. Learn from experience.
She still won't shut up?
Forget about it. I can't even get. I don't even have a pot to piss in right now. And I said, let's build up a nest egg. Let's get let's put a little money in the bank.
Right.
Sure. 3 weeks later, we need to get the floors redone.
Well, didn't you buy her a $5,000 purse last year?
Yeah.
Oh, that is the
The thing is that I don't buy
$5,000
purses.
purse?
I don't pay for floors to get redone. I don't pay for vacations. You know what I pay for? I pay for her to shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Yeah, but
that's
Sal,
what happens.
You know what? This
You
depresses
just
me.
give
I feel
in.
so bad that all you guys are broke. We work
I'm
for
not-
you guys.
He's
I
broke
feel so
because,
bad.
Listen, there's fiscal responsibility. You can't run
A $5,000 purse?
James,
That's stupid.
James
That
and
is-
Philly are on the
that
air.
is
Hi,
stupid.
James.
Yeah, Howard.
Hi.
I'm sorry, you're being a cunt.
Who?
All these.
Oh, okay. All right.
You fucking, you understand?
You're right. The guy's right. I'm being a cunt. Go ahead. Spend whatever you got to spend.
I'm thanking you over here, man.
Yeah.
Girls grow up and they want this fucking fancy princess wedding. They all do, and it's you're forced into it. There's no choice.
No, James, there is a choice.
I'm telling
Put your
you.
foot down, man.
And he's marrying the wrong girl.
No, I married a great girl. My
I didn't say you. I said then Jason's marrying the wrong girl if she wants a princess wedding when he has no money.
No, I think it's Jason. I think he wants to impress people here at work a little bit. He feels
Whoa,
weird.
whoa.
No, really. It's nothing like that?
No, it really isn't. It's listen. When I got,
Then what is it?
I'll tell you what it was.
Admit your love for Kevin and take the nude pictures and marry
I wanted
him.
a small wedding. I wanted to do something
you, Kevin.
in a park with a tent. Have a few people over.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
I was told I was trash.
your shirt.
I ain't coming.
I was told that was trashy, whatever. I don't know. So then, when it gets decided that we're going to do the big wedding, whatever, then I want to do things right. I don't want to do things half-assed. We're going to do a big wedding.
All right. I've spent enough time
Yeah,
on
wait,
this.
thank
This is
you.
silly.
Hold on. I just want to make a point, Howard.
Yeah.
Jason hit the nail right on the head. He wanted a simple wedding. He wanted a tent. And now what is he doing? He's the asshole taking a $15,000 loan out. Who won? There's no compromise.
There's no winning. He's doing it on his own.
He's not doing. He's doing it on his own to make his future
He's a
wife happy.
man. He's saying no.
Right. The buck stops with you.
Wait, what is that?
The buck stops with you. You can't blame other people.
Right.
And I'm with the
He
personal
wants it.
responsibility.
He
I
wants
understand
a big
it.
wedding. He's like a girl.
You want a big wedding.
No, I don't want a big
Yes,
wedding.
he does. He's paying for it.
All right, with
Don't
his
tell-
girl-
he's saying he doesn't, but he does. Will hit it on the head. He wants a big wedding, and he's not thinking with his brain. This isn't the girl. This isn't his parents. This is him. He wants a big wedding. Why don't you admit it?
I think he's brainwashed.
No, I would never.
You're
Because I don't
pretending
want
that
a
you
big
don't.
wedding.
Then why are you having one?
Because everyone else wants it.
So, you
And
so wait.
but
So
Howard,
everyone
I'm not
forced
the
you
only,
to sign over a $15,000
No,
loan?
but I'm not the only vote. I mean, there's two people
Jason,
getting married. There's two
no,
families getting married.
No, you say I don't have the money, honey. There's no money.
I should have said that, and I didn't. But I
So
mean,
then you want a big wedding?
I said I wanted a small wedding. I didn't say anything
you
about
want
the
a big
money.
one. So who signed the loan? You.
I resigned myself over to it. Doesn't mean I want it.
Oh, that's bullshit. You want a big wedding. Believe me. Let me ask you something.
I hate
want
these fucking things.
Everyone in the room wants you to take a gun and shoot yourself in the head. You gonna do it? No.
I don't want that.
Thanks, sorry.
But let's say everyone
Not
does.
a bad idea.
You're going to
Come
say
on,
no.
man.
I
Come
don't care
on.
how many people want that. I want to live.
You're right about stepping up and
You
putting your
want a
foot
big
down.
wedding.
You're right about
You
stepping
should
up and
put on a dress and walk down the aisle.
Come on, dude. You know this is
look like a
bullshit.
fucking ice cream truck.
What?
This is bullshit.
It's not
Look,
bullshit, Jason. I'm as real as can be.
I believe you're being as real as can be, but dude, come on, you know it's not like I'm throwing
Jason,
the wedding by myself.
Do you have the $15,000 or you have to take out a loan?
I had to take out a loan.
Okay, then you want.
But that's my fault for not saving right and not doing the things that needed to be done.
No. It's your fault.
You say you are so trained like a seal. Listen to how many times you said it's my fault. It's my fault because you know these broads are gonna go. Don't say it's my fault.
Right.
It is. Let them take some of the blame.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not
Every
the
2
only
seconds
person.
you say
Starting out
it's my
marriage.
fault. It's my. It ain't.
All right, listen.
Look, you got to take responsibility for something,
Then
man.
take responsibility and admit you
So
want
did
the
I.
big wedding.
No, that I will not admit because I don't want a big
Well,
wedding.
You might as well. You're
You're
paying for it.
You took out a loan for
You'll
it.
never
No
pay
one
for anything
forces
you didn't want before for somebody
What
else.
loan would your wife take out for you?
She take out a loan?
Oh, she would?
She just can't get
Get her to take out the loan.
First, get her to get a job.
Where's my fucking loan?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not happening.
I would love for my wife. Can you imagine my wife saying, "Oh, 15 grand, honey, I got an idea. We're gonna go to Acapulco. I'm gonna get a spa for you. I'm gonna suck your
it'd be
cock
great.
every day, and I'm gonna spend 15 grand." Where's that? That's what I want in
Your
my
wife
life.
doesn't have a job.
I know, but you're right. Where
your wife
there is
had a
no
job-
compromise.
Right.
So Sal wants to buy $5,000 purses and new floors and shit he can't
Sal
afford.
is another asshole.
Right,
but he
I
wants
am.
that
I'm a
stuff.
certified
You don't-
married
when-
asshole.
If you have no money in the bank and someone says, "I want a $5,000 purse," you say, "Listen, I'm going to get call a truck. They're going to come with a straitjacket. I'm going to put you in it because we don't have $5,000. We have children to support. We're going to have to send them to college one day.
I mean, you know what?
Your bag is something. Listen, then you got to go meet a rich man.
I'm waiting for her.
I'm not for you.
Right. It's enough.
That's a selfish thing for
And-
with
and
kids.
you-
and I like your wife. $5,000.
What do you do with a
It wasn't-
$5,000 purse that you can't do with a $50 purse?
And it's a bag you hold your shit in. You hold
That's what
tampons
I'm
and lipstick
telling
in
you.
it.
It does the same thing.
All right, listen.
Because
I
women
don't
are
wanna get into a
fucking
whole-
crazy. Don't get me started
No,
on these
you're crazy.
animals.
The women
Yeah,
aren't
they're
crazy.
animals.
You said that was
That's
black.
a black word.
No, they're not crazy. You're crazy.
No, they're crazy.
No, you're crazy.
All right, I'm
You're
crazy.
the-
I'm
who
crazy.
paid-
You're
who
right.
paid
I'm
the
crazy for
$5,000?
shacking up with these
Who
wackos.
paid the $5,000? You or her?
Me.
So who's crazy?
God, oh man.
You know what? It's no different than if
Did you pay the $5,000 or did she?
I did, but it's like
So
being-
who's crazy?
All right, I'm crazy.
Okay,
It's-
now leave.
You ever heard of prisoners of
Now
war going
leave.
crazy?
Leave. That's right. You're
You
crazy.
get tied
Don't
up
say
and you
the
fuck-
women are crazy. You're crazy.
Not many. All right, some women
She
are married
is
women.
childish and doesn't understand
Nah,
finance.
she's not, no.
Listen to me. When a woman who has children says she wants a $5,000 bag and she's married to you who's got nothing, that's childish. But you are crazy because you paid the somehow you got $5,000 and you took the fucking $5,000 and you paid it. So you're the crazy one. She's the childish one. Now you can leave. I'm going to finish up with
Poor
Jason.
kids of yours going to get to college.
They're not going anywhere.
Sheesh.
Yeah, Governor Alley's are going
And
to be.
Jason
let's face
is
it.
another one who doesn't
Telling
take
racist
responsibility.
jokes.
Here's my
Worked for me.
assessment. Here's my assessment of Jason. Jason wants a big wedding, like a woman.
I don't. Does he?
And
You really think that?
Absolutely.
must.
He won't be honest and admit it to himself.
Okay.
Sit down with yourself and realize you're excited to have a big wedding,
Okay.
and you're willing to do anything, even be fiscally irresponsible, to have this wedding. Because believe me, I can mention now 10 things that if I told you to do them, you wouldn't do. Because you don't want it. You want this. Not your wife. I don't know, but she wants. She's not in the room, but you want it. You even went to the point where you're going to spend $15,000 you don't have and pay 18% interest. And that interest is going to rack up $2,000 a month you're going to pay. The banks love assholes like you. They wait for guys like you.
No.
Oh, they love you.
But I'm paying
You
it
know
off.
who loves
It's
you?
going to be paid off at
I'm
the
going
end
to
of
tell
the
you
year.
who loves you.
What?
Banks.
Yeah, No, banks would love me if I went to the end of this, the end of the lease term or whatever
they
loan
love,
term.
They
no, they don't love
You
me.
won't be back.
You're
they
going to be
know.
paying. You're going to be sending them $2,000 checks. You're the best thing that ever happened.
It'll
to a bank.
be paid off by the end of the year.
No,
End
it
of
won't.
story. Yes,
No,
it
it
will
won't.
be. I'm going to bring in the statement here. I'm going to show you.
All right, good.
But dude,
It's going to be paid off with the gifts you got.
Right. And then what about the $34K you owe in student loans? And
Is that
then
what
I'm
you
still
paid off?
paying off. No, I pay every month.
Take the
Every month.
$15,000 and pay that off.
You're right. Well, you can't take out a loan to pay another loan, can you? I don't know how that
No,
works.
don't take out a loan.
Yeah.
Take the $30,000 you're getting as a wedding gift from your mother and from the father, and take the 30. Walk over to wherever you owe $34,000 and hand it to them. And now you'll only be $4,000 in debt, which ain't great either.
That would be a great wedding gift from my parents, but
Why
that didn't
don't-
happen.
No, they gave you a wedding gift.
Well,
you're putting it toward a party.
They wouldn't give me that money if I wasn't making a party. I agree with every single thing you said today to me.
Sit them down and
except
say, listen,
that I want
I'm
this party.
starting my married life, $34,000 in debt. Now I'll be another $15,000.
$48,000 in debt.
That's right. Say, this is bad for me and bad for my wife. I've decided to take the $30,000 and pay off my loan, and I'm going to marry this woman and do the best I can in life.
Although, what's the percentage on the college loan?
Oh, it's a government loan, so it's not bad.
So I wouldn't
It's
pay the
very
loan.
small. Yeah.
Pay it off.
I'm paying. No, trust me. Every month,
He's better off taking it and using it
No,
to either
don't listen to
invest.
him.
No.
You're
You're wrong.
Pay it off.
It's an albatross around my neck. Every month, they take it out
So
of my
the
bank
big- when
automatically.
you're
I don't
having
even
a big
look at it.
party, Think about the albatross. That's it.
Don't make our audience look up albatross. Secondly,
Why don't you write 107 letters to Deal or No Deal and see if they'll put you on?
why don't you write on a blackboard 8,000 times, I am a Dudnik. I am a Dudnik.
What is it, Ralph, please?
Jason,
Yes, Ralph.
I love you. I think that you should be a man and take control of this situation. I think you're wrong. I don't think Jason wants this. I think he's he's just pushed down this road.
See, I agree with that.
No.
Does Janice want this?
No.
Yes. No. Janice wants.
So-
Jan, listen, you know what? It's like Sal's wife wants a bag, and you know what?
wait,
You know
wait.
what I
Oh,
want?
Come on,
I
dude.
want.
This is different.
I want to go to heaven. I mean, a lot of people have wants and needs, and guess what? You don't get it. You know.
But Jason, if you and her are so opposed on this, your marriage is doomed. You
Well,
gotta
that's
sit
the
her
whole
down.
thing. We were opposed a year ago, and then I gave in.
All
You
right.
gave in.
All right.
Gave in. I
Right.
gave in. That's the.
Ralph
I'm a
is
sucker
right.
and a
You're
loser.
ruining
What
your
can I
life.
say? I am.
And really,
But you're saying, he's saying he'll pay back this loan, but this is the way he'll solve all of his economic problems.
No.
He'll take
No.
loan
How
after
much
loan
credit card
after
debt?
loan.
Come on,
after
I'm not
loan.
asking. I'm not asking anyone for help here. I'm not begging. I took out the loan. I'll pay the loan back.
You ain't
But I'm
getting
just
Yeah, I
saying,
mean-
you've learned this as the way to make ends meet.
No, it's not. It's a way to make this stupid party happen and go away.
Hey,
And
there's
it was
always
the end of it.
that's
something when
ends
you
meet.
have a
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
What's your credit card
and all
debt?
of that stuff.
It's not bad.
wow,
What's not bad? How much in credit cards do you owe?
it's terrible.
Too much. I don't want to say that.
This is all these kids
What do
from
you
this
owe?
generation, man.
Still
What do
in
you owe on your
college.
credit
Teddy's
card?
the same way.
What do you owe on
I
your
got the-
credit card?
It's embarrassing, dude. Now I feel like
What?
an
Tell
asshole.
me here.
I got the ring, the engagement ring, and the bands from the great Steven Singer on my credit card.
How much
And,
was that?
All told, is close to 5,000.
And what's the interest rate on that?
Oh, that was 6%.
No, it's not.
right.
No, it is.
There's
On
no
a credit card?
It's a
What
good
credit
one,
card
isn't
you
it?
got
I
that's
don't know, some
6%?
Mastercard, Bank of
Bullshit.
America.
Probably like 23%.
No, it's not 23%. I don't sign up for those.
But you had credit card debt before that, right?
Yeah, but I paid that off. No, I paid that off.
It's not
got it.
one. It's not one that's going to jump
told you
all of
about
a
that.
sudden up to 50%, right? The
No, it's
6%.
not variable. It's no, it's good.
There's no 6% credit card, especially
Maybe 9%. I'll go get my bill and I'll look. I've had it
Get
for
your bill.
3 years.
Bet you it's 18%.
Not in this
How much
economy.
does Janice owe? How much does she have in credit card debt?
I have no idea.
Okay, that's another problem.
Find out.
Get together,
You
man.
might want to know.
It's going to be your problem.
Huts?
Huts? Don't call him names
Well,
just because
he's
he's in love.
Don't call them names. What have we been doing for the Apple Hour?
I'm an idiot, and you
know, it's not even funny. I'm worried about you.
No, I know, and it makes me feel. It really makes me feel stupid.
And Howard's right.
And I guess I am.
You could be putting that money into your life. Why would you want? Why'd you want to spend 40 grand on something that lasts 2 hours? Fuck that.
It's 4.5.
You're starting to regret this stuff.
Did you hear about how Will died to sideburns?
They didn't give a shit about that, did they?
So Jason,
Yeah.
dude, you seem so defeated in there.
You know what? I can't argue. I love to argue, but you can't argue with someone you agree with. And everything, for the most part, Howard said in there is spot on. It's he's right. I agree with him when it comes to how you should run your economic household, and I know that it's that I'm sloppy with it. I live above my means. I have fancy TV and cable, and he's right on with everything he said. He's right on with everything he said at the wedding. The one thing I disagree with him on is that he said that I want the big wedding, which is not true. I don't want the big wedding. But everything else he said was, and then when you hear the truth, the things you already know, spoken right back at you, as Howard staring at you, it's like he's seen, right cuts right to the core of your soul. So that's what I'd say about that.
Did you stop taking your confidence pills or something? Like you gotta take them and put your foot down and tell your wife.
No.
In fact, say that you're not gonna do stuff like this, man.
Yeah, but the confidence pills. Look, it's the horrible way Americans think, which is you start planning this shit out, and things are due in payments, and things are due 6 months from now, 10 months from now, and it's not real, and you may and things build, and before you know it, you're going to the bank to borrow $15,000, and I'm not an excuse. That's not an excuse. I know Howard says I'm not taking responsibility, but I don't know how many more times I can say that I am. Howard's right, though. He's right. Look, I'm still shaking. I'm sorry, Chris.
You should just look at Sal. Look at Sal. You don't want to end up like that, do you?
No. Listen, first of all, if I could just say this, and you better put this on TV. Janice is a wonderful person who is not somebody who makes me take her out and buy her fancy clothes or fancy dinners or vacations. We never go anywhere. We never do anything. This is the one thing in the world that would seem to be really important to her. Yes, I wanted to give it to her. And did I let things get out of control? Yes, but she's not like she's not Sal's wife. Let's put it that way. There's no $5,000 purses and trips to Orlando. Okay, this is 8 years I've been with her. This is the one thing she's ever asked for is this wedding, and I love her and I want to give it to her, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Hey man, so thank God Jason was in there. You kind of skated on by pretty easy.
Oh yeah, dude, that was the ultimate deflection. That's what you do. You hold a few things in the back of your head, and when you get in there, you feel a little trapped. Just shoot it out.
Now, what do you think he's doing wrong? Is he whipped or?
I think he's an idiot.
He's just stupid.
I don't think he's stupid. Like I think he's a smart guy, but I think financially he's completely irresponsible, and he just doesn't know how to deal with money properly. Really don't, because I mean it's insane. You're taking out a $15,000 loan to get fucking married at 18% interest. He's paying $2,000 a month for nothing until he pays the fucking thing off. Everything for the wedding he's going to get. Any kind of presents. We work at a great office. A lot of people have money here. He's going to get a lot of money probably for his wedding. And instead of using that towards a house or whatever, paying off other debts, he's going to be paying for his fucking wedding. I mean, it's basically he's throwing a party for free. Because he's not getting anything out of it. He's blowing through all his family's money. I know they don't have a whole lot of money, and they're sacrificing to make this wedding happen. And then on top of that, another $15,000. It's absurd.
He's a moron.
He's a moron.
Who said that?
I did.
So Sal, you have no advice for them, but to just go ahead and do it?
Yeah, right. You're not going to get out of it. I would love for them to get out of it. They're not going to get out of it. So go ahead and do it. Cut your own throat. Blow your own fucking brains out. Slit your own wrists. That's what it is.
And just be miserable?
That fucking aisle. That's not an aisle. That's like, what is it called? Death row. That's what it is. That fucking church is death row. And they're never going to learn. They're never going to learn.
But you know what? See, the other thing that bothered me about the whole thing, neither one of them ever looked at one thing where they could have what they wanted but not cost so much.
Dude, you just couldn't be more wrong about this one point, dude.
Right.
I'm not.
Jason, if you were in a psychiatrist's office,
right,
he would say to you, he'd sit you down, and he'd say, Jason, you got to get in touch now. What is your fantasy here about this big day? Because believe me, any other normal person wouldn't be doing this. You want a big wedding.
No.
You're excited to have a big party. I understand. You see a guy like me, people carry on. Robin throws me. Birthday party, now's your big day. You're just like the girls. You want your big day. You dreamt of a big wedding day, and now you're getting it.
Dude, you couldn't be more. I'm sorry, you're wrong on this one. I tell you when you're right, but you're wrong on this one, dude.
You don't spend money on things you don't want. I know that about guys. You don't.
Oh, so Sal wanted to buy his wife,
want to be
wants
special.
the purse.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he wants to be a big shot. Listen, don't forget, his wife was with an emotional friend. And he says, she's going to love me if she gets a purse.
He's trying to buy her
What
love.
about me screams Mr.
love.
Big Shot besides being big?
Nothing.
I mean, seriously, that's not me. That's not my psyche, man.
No, it sure is. This
no,
is
it's
your
not.
big day.
I'm wearing
it's your
shoes. I've had
wedding.
these same shoes for 3 years. I'm not trying to show off anything. This isn't my big day. I don't care about having a big wedding.
No,
I'm sorry,
you do,
you're wrong about
because you
this.
wouldn't be
dude.
buying it.
That's not true, man.
Sure it is.
There's other people. You know this. I know you know this. There's outside factors. I don't live in a vacuum, man.
No, it's not that you live in a vacuum. You just sit there. You're buying into this.
You make sure
like
your
it.
wife vacuums.
Oh, she does.
Listen, I know about you. I know you don't. Every day you buy breakfast and lunch. You should be packing a bag to lunch.
Yeah.
And save the $20 a day. Because you know what $20 a day is? That's $100 a week.
Tell me about it,
pay
man.
off that fucking loan and pack yourself a goddamn
You're
lunch.
the one that yelled at me for buying Subway sandwiches for $5 because they're the
That's
cheapest
right.
sandwiches around here.
That's stupid. You know how much a Subway sandwich I can make at home?
What?
That's a luxury to go
Here's
to
what
Subway
you do. You know
sandwich.
what?
No, excuse me. Can you give me a sec?
Go ahead.
It's a luxury to have a Subway sandwich. That's a huge luxury for a guy like you. I could make a Subway sandwich for $1.
Yeah, what's so great about the Subway sandwich that you can't do at home?
What did you have on that Subway sandwich?
It's roast beef, turkey.
Right.
Onions.
Roast beef, turkey, and onions.
Yeah.
And believe me, I see the level of the roast beef and the turkey.
Yeah. We saw it here.
You could spend $25, go out and get enough turkey and roast beef to last you the week. And you can buy a whole thing of bread for probably, I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to get you great bread, $10.
And better quality sandwiches.
And I'll buy some head of lettuce and tomatoes, and that's another $3 or $4 or $5, okay? And now for $50, I got my own sandwich. And you could save $50 a week. Now, people say, big deal, $50 a week.
That adds up,
That
man.
adds up.
That's right. In a month, what do you have? $200. In a year, what do you have?
$2,400.
Really? Is it that much?
I think so.
No, I think it's.
I have a question though.
I think it's
You were saying
$1,200.
I thought it was saying $200 a month.
I lost track of the math.
Are you saying
The conversation is
I know it's over
If you
$1,000.
don't spend it, you don't lose track of it.
Listen, you're
thank
dead on
you.
about everything except the fact that I want this party, this big party. I don't care about having a big
Okay,
special day
I'm
for
wrong.
me. You
I'm
are.
wrong.
I'm sorry.
Okay, fine.
But you did want Amsterdam.
I
and
did want
that's the
Amsterdam.
So then you're even a
And-
bigger jerk. You're spending money on something you don't want.
You're right. You're right. You're 1,000% right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then it's back to my premise. They're making, they're not making decisions together. He's just
Right.
going along with whatever decision she makes.
Trust me, he wants to be a special girl for that day.
Yeah, he wants to get dressed up too.
Now, here's a guy. I look into his finances. He just got a gym membership, this kid. He's never gone once. He spends $100 a month.
Who's this?
Jason.
He goes to what? He belongs to a gym?
He belongs to a gym for $100 a month. Now, I'll do the math. 10 times 100. Let's say there were only 10 months in a
Right.
year. You know that 10 times 100 is 1,000.
Yeah.
Now, add 2 more 100.
1,200.
You got $1,200. That's how I do my math, okay? I got to literally do that.
Easy way.
Or you could just say 12 times 100, which isn't that difficult.
Right.
Whatever.
1,200.
I know this guy bought a costume for his dog for Halloween.
I know.
He bought several outfits for his dog. Now, let me tell you something. If you're a
And the
wealthy
parties
person,
for the dog.
if you're Ron Perlman or Donald Trump,
Indulge yourself.
Not them,
Go
a
crazy.
famous gay guy.
buy 20 dogs outfits.
Indulge yourself.
He threw parties for his cats, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what not rich guys, rich gay guys do that. What's going
Well,
on? He's taking
look.
pictures of Kevin with his cock out.
I don't mean to be a downer. I know everybody likes to have fun. But, that's the problem. People, this is what's killing our economy, too.
Well, no wonder he wants to take pictures of Kevin with his cock out. He thinks that can make money.
Well, good.
No, I think he secretly wants to marry Kevin, which I think Kevin would even be more expensive.
wedding?
All right, I've lectured enough. I'm sorry I got sidetracked.
No, but that is the state of the world.
Everybody's broke. It's so interesting. This economy, I have so many friends with kids, they're broke. It's so horribly depressing.
But here's a guy who doesn't
watches
need to be
TV.
broke.
Everybody watches TV and they see these elaborate parties,
Right.
and they want their fantasy
Right.
party
But
too.
listen, here's a guy he doesn't need to be broke.
Right.
That's the sad part. He's got money.
And I'll tell you,
He's spending it on the wrong things.
I'll tell you,
you
Robin,
got an Xbox?
you
What do
don't
you
help
want?
inviting them to your parties because they are
What do you want,
wonderful
Jason? I'm
parties.
having a hard time.
Gary's got some information.
Do you
Go
not
ahead.
want me to say it?
No, it was a joke. I made a joke.
What do you
Will
say?
asked
This
me.
is what I heard. This isn't about money. This just goes more to the gay thing.
Is this the N-word?
That instead of exchanging vows at the wedding, that they were going to hand each other's pets.
Wow.
What is that? What is that?
That's nothing. It was a fucking. Will kept asking me if I was going to involve the pets in the wedding, and so I made a joke. I don't know why he took it seriously. I'm not doing that.
Are there going to be pets at your wedding?
No, there were no dogs, no cats,
All
no
right.
anything at the wedding.
Mr. Whiskers will be the flower girl.
Man, dude. I don't even know what... I mean, throwing parties for cats, you got to cut back on that, bro.
I will go to my grave and telling you, because I know human nature, that this fella right here, Jason, wants this wedding more than his wife does.
I
And I'm telling
disagree
him to
with that.
No, I don't.
I really-
And let me tell you something. You got to learn to deny yourself some things.
You're definitely right about that. I buy a lot of shit I don't need.
That's right. And this is something
Absolutely.
you don't need.
This is something I don't need. But whatever you say, I don't care. You're going to
You
stick to
should
your
really
opinion,
be
but I don't
wearing a
want-
dress to your wedding. You should not be wearing man's clothing.
Well, the dress is very expensive.
Well, then let's go for it all.
Got a deal on the tux, man.
A
It's cheap.
dress on you would be appropriate
Very expensive.
because you're acting feminine. And
So wait a
this
minute.
is
You're
not good.
saying to be feminine is to be frivolous with money?
No, to be feminine is to want the big wedding.
Just to want to take a
And-
picture of Kevin's cock.
Yeah, this is very feminine. He's
Because
blaming the woman
that
for
I
wanting
object
the
to.
girl. You got to
What?
listen carefully. He's saying the woman wants the big wedding.
Right.
That's what little girls want when they grow up.
Sure.
He is a little girl.
No.
That's all I'm saying. And I don't mean it as an
Give up,
insult.
Howard.
That's who you are.
I'm not even going to argue with that.
No,
I
go
bought the
ahead.
dog a cheater jersey, by the way. That was the concept.
A man
was
can say
worth
no. A woman, I have to have my wedding. You be a man. Thank you.
She wants
All
to
right.
marry you.
Listen, there's debate about that too in the office.
Oh.
But listen, I'm kidding. I'm lucky enough to be making some good money, and I think if I got married, like if me and Dana had worked, we both agreed we were flying to Vegas and, and doing a party.
Well,
we
there
really
you go.
did. I mean, but not because of money, but just because. I don't know. Weddings, it's such an old-fashioned tradition that doesn't. It's like the Catholic Church not letting priests get laid or you buy condoms.
Right. It
It's
doesn't
an
have to
old-fashioned.
be.
Yeah, it's a modern world. It doesn't. You're not
You don't
ruining
have to
any.
do that.
Yeah,
He's right.
You know, and we
All right.
didn't want a traditional thing. It's not about the money.
All right,
But
we
it
listen,
sounds
we
like
beat him up
Jason.
enough. It's enough.
The one thing it sounds like he sat down with the moms and the girlfriend.
He's sitting down with he's got a cadre of people.
Yeah,
It's all
and
broads,
all
too.
of a sudden,
His cabinet is filled with women.
yeah, he's giving a party.
All right.
Thank you.
Time to take responsibility. Thank you. All right. Look, I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
More, Chris?
Jason.
More?
Hold on.
More?
It's bad enough that Howard's pretty much calling you an idiot, but now he's calling you a woman.
No, I'm a stupid one. What can I say? Listen, I love Howard, and again, I appreciate everything, or most of everything he said, but, he's also running a comedy show, so I'll take it for what it's worth. And if he thinks I'm a woman, then he wouldn't be the first. So what can I say about that? I just got to live my life and get by.
Thank you.